A note on The Fencer, a film nominated last year, uh, about 1 year ago, in 2016, for the Academy Award for Foreign Film. I'm not sure, Estonian or is it Latvian film? Anyway, one of the Baltic states, and I don't think it's Lithuanian. Lithuanian, for some reason, I have remembered longer name. And I also think it has some of the people involved. I mean, I'm sure one actor at least is there, definitely. But perhaps producers, director, behind another acclaimed, award-nominated movie, also for Oscars, but a few years back, Tangerines. That took place in Georgia. It was the conflict of Russians and Georgians, and there's this man who has a tangerine orchard, and somehow the warring factions end up in his yard, and they hate each other, but one is sick, trapped, bedridden or something, and the other, for some reason, he has to hide there, and they threaten each other, but end up helping somehow one another, even if the war descends on them all, and the result is not pretty. This one also deals with some themes which refer to war. We have the legacy of war. The hero, the fencer, actually, is running away because during the war he was forced to join by the Germans. At the end, he managed to escape somehow, the Soviets, but they're after him. And all those who had been on the wrong side would either be killed, most of them, or go to labor camps, which again, most of the time meant death, but in a lot of agony. So our hero ends up at this school in the Baltic state of Estonia, Latvia, and he is a professor. He deals with sports. It's only that he doesn't have the means to do almost anything. He's thinking and planning, announcing a ski event, but when the time comes, there are no more skis. He has seen some skis out there in the storage room, and when he's asking the superiors of the school, we didn't tell you that we share equipment with a military unit. No, we didn't. Well, we're telling you now. So obnoxious Soviet attitude in quite a few places in the film. And speaking of this, he's trying to teach fencing because he found just one piece of equipment, but then he's thinking he will take the children and they will make from just some branches some of the necessary equipment. But the officials of the school, the director and some other guy, disapprove. What is this? This is a thing of the aristocracy, of that bad past. No. But they organize a meeting with parents, and we have the lead role, the actor who played the lead role in Tangerines. He's coming making an appearance in this one again, in Fencer. And he's the grandfather of one of the children, the pupils in the fencing team of our hero. And he's the one who says, why not fencing? No. He says, this has such a tradition, and Marx himself was fencing. Oh, we doubt that this is true, but let's go. And surprisingly, the people, social conformity is at play there, from the wonderful book Influence of Robert Cialdini, by the way. They look at each other and they start voting for our men's fencing team. He's under pressure because he's looked after. Then an invitation comes to join a fencing contest, and then we have the well-known from other athletic competition movies rising. Who will win? There's a challenge. We have at one point a guy, 2 meters tall, representing the enemy, if you will, fighting fencing against a girl who's only twice his size, and surely in age there's a big discrepancy as well. I mean, she's maybe 10 and he's 20, I don't know. The big Soviet giant and the small Baltic state. And if Trump is going the same way he started, we don't know what will happen to them. But it's a good symbol in this film, as I said, a giant fighting with a. In the movie, the small girl wins, even if, alas, the KGB is after our man, and I will not say what happens. Maybe you want to see the film.